In a major development, in fact, that has escalated the ongoing Eden Gardens pitch row, Eden Gardens curator Parabir Mikherjee has threatened to quit days ahead of the crucial third test match. The headlines today was the first report that the disgruntled curator Parabir met CAB top boss Jagmohan Dalmiya, communicated his inability to report to work as well, this citing health reasons. Now, the 83-year-old is understandably upset at being forced to work under BCCI appointed curator and his junior Ashish Bhaumik, who has been made in charge of the preparations of the Eden track for next week's third test. Now, Parabir was unwilling to prepare a rank turner as demanded by skipper Dhoni, and now after the BCCI and CAB forced him to play second fiddle to East Zone Pitches Committee member Ashish Bhaumik, a disgruntled Parabir Mikherjee has spelt his angst by seeking out of the Eden test.
No, I'm still part of CAB because I'm very sick. I feel sick. The doctor came and said at least 1 month leave is required to be off from this tense atmosphere. That's why I put forward my application to CAB to grant me this way. This is immoral and this is not good cricket. And we are giving our life for that good cricket, and we tried our best to put up a good wicket in every day where I am working. So I can't carry this order because we are not the professionals. We love cricket. That's why we used to spend our life for this.
The BCCI adopting strong-arm tactics to pressurize the host association to force the senior Eden curator with 3 decades experience to work under a junior pitch curator rather. Well, the issue was expected to snowball further. Unhappy with developments that have not only bruised his ego but hurt his sentiments as well, Parabir Mikherjee has decided enough is enough. He's refused to play ball with the BCCI's pressure tactics. Well, it's certainly an unwanted situation. This just ahead of a test match, a crucial test match for Team India across in Kolkata. Mahendra Singh Dhoni requesting for a turning wicket, while Parabir Mikherjee not going ahead and endorsing that opinion and hence paying the price for it as well. But where does the buck stop? Was the BCCI justified in making the decision it did?
Well, I'm not surprised that the curator has gone on leave. I don't mind anybody giving a turning track, but then the bowler should utilize it in the right way. I mean, look at the English spinners. They bowled to such a good line and length, and we were experimenting on a track where it was always uncertain whether the ball is going to bounce or it's going to keep low, turn, or go straight.
Well, Kirti Azad, they're reacting on the situation and also spelling out just what is going wrong with this current situation as far as the BCCI is concerned, CAB is concerned as well, in handling the matter with Parabir Mikherjee. Headline says Associate Editor Sundar Iyer now joins us. Sundar, just break this down for us. I mean, this is certainly an unfortunate development to have happened, just days before this test match. How does this also impact players, not just the Indians, but the English also, who are watching this on the sidelines saying, hello, we don't have to do any mind games whatsoever. India's taking care of it.
Well, indeed, it's certainly coming up as a huge distraction, isn't it, for both the players and for everyone who's watching out. But clearly the pitch has been the center of focus now for over 3 to 4 days. And Parabir Mikherjee is now refusing to play ball. The 83-year-old veteran who has over 3 decades of experience, Aditya, is certainly feeling his ego has been bruised. His sentiments have been hurt by the way BCCI and the Cricket Association of Bengal have handled this entire issue. They feel they're bowing down to skipper Dhoni's demand, and he doesn't want to bow down to the BCCI pressure tactics, and hence he's now seeking out, citing health reasons. He says he needs to be on leave for nearly a month.
Alright, just stay on with us, Sundar. Some more breaking developments coming across here. Curator Parabir Mikherjee has in fact hit out at the BCCI and skipper Dhoni as well, mincing no words in criticizing their pressure tactics to force a rank turner at Eden Gardens for the third test match. The veteran curator termed rank turners that will end test matches in 3 days as immoral. Parabir also went out to slam the BCCI for going all out to adhere to an adamant skipper's unreasonable demands for preparing turning pitches. Sundar, this is the point at this stage. This is the problem. This is very much an ego war now when you look at what's really happening. The curator coming out and terming this as immoral as you'd argue, as playing green tops in England and Australia is.
Well, indeed, Aditya. I mean, strong words there from the curator. Will play out that thought for our viewers in a bit, but clearly, Parabir Mikherjee is holding nothing back. He realizes that his ego has been bruised, and he feels that both the BCCI and skipper Dhoni have crossed the line in trying to pressurize the curator to prepare a wicket that suits them, rather than one that he feels is ideal for the game and for the conditions in Kolkata. Remember, India has an unbeaten record in Eden Gardens since 2000, Aditya.
Sundar, just stay on for a moment. Sundar was referring to that reaction which we've now got as well. Let's play out Parabir Mikherjee mincing no words, saying this is immoral to provide wickets the way the captain wants it.
I am not in a position to accept the which is very illogical, immoral, I think, to tamper the pitch as per liking of the captain. I have not done in my life, I am not going to do for it. So I think to get rid of it. They are not giving in writing. If they give in writing, then I can that they are honest to the purpose. Simply they are taking a advantage of the people. It is my passion. I am doing it. This is not my profession. That's why I don't want to be with the party to tamper the pitch of Eden Gardens. If anything goes wrong, so I don't want to be hanged, they say. They are asking, Dhoni in the opener is asking, he wants quit-1 on the very first day, which is, I think, it is immoral. You have taken money from the people for 5-day test match, and you are asking for first quit-1 where the match ended on third day. You are taking robbed of the money from the people for 2 days. If India captain said, "Bhai, upar se chand le aake do," it will be given to him. You are paid for. You are in a contract. You are getting crores by the board to play good cricket on the day. Never said that they will be allowed with this. And every country has a good own different atmosphere. Then the pitch is a different. I was not feeling good yesterday evening, and I got my pressure which was very high. When I came back to my home, I was feeling bad. Doctors came in and said, "Please take minimum rest. Please out of this atmosphere, otherwise this pressure will cause problem to you." Only 6 months back, I lost my only daughter and my wife.
Alright, these are very strong words. It's immoral and it's unethical, says Parabir Mikherjee. He says, I will not do it. The Indian captain can ask for the moon. Will you go ahead and give it to him? So strong words coming across. Sundar Iyer, associate editor with us. Manogya Loiwal also joining us. But I want to put my first question at this stage to Nikhil Chopra. Nikhil, is it immoral? Is it impractical? Is it a war of egos now? Your reading of the situation.
Well, from day one, and I've been saying it's a problem with the egos. You know, I can understand where he's coming from, but he wants everything on a piece of paper written, so that God forbid, you know, he's saying he doesn't want to tamper with the wicket. Nobody's saying that you need to tamper with the wicket. The Mumbai curator made a wicket that turned, but there was still 178. Alistair Cook got that fantastic 100. Cheteshwar Pujara in that first innings got runs as well. So it wasn't one of those test matches that teams are getting bowled out at 150. I don't think Dhoni is asking for that sort of a wicket. But don't forget, when you go on away conditions, there are tracks prepared looking at the host nation, what are their strengths and the opposition's strengths and weaknesses. That is what Mahendra Singh Dhoni is asking. You tell me that Team India's strength lies in their spin and their batting.
True.
What wrong is Mahendra Singh Dhoni doing in saying that I'm playing at home, please give me a wicket that suits my spinner? He's not saying give me a dust bowl of a wicket where, you know, it gets very hard to go out there and get runs.
No,
I think
Nikhil, you're making a very important
point.
More. You're making a very important point here, and you know, many people would agree with this as well, that, you know, home advantage should be played on. But Do you think that you should also consider how the BCCI has conducted itself with, with curators in the past? You remember that Delhi wicket where Sri Lanka and India played an ODI on. Delhi versus DDCA also paid the price for it. It was termed, as a dangerous wicket just before the World Cup. It became a big fiasco then. You think Prabir Biswas somewhere then is justified for asking for something in writing? This is an 80-year-old man who's done this for 3 decades, feeling very unsure even then. Just a point I need you to consider. Nikhil?
Well, I think, Aditya, he wants it in writing, of course. He doesn't want that sort of fiasco to happen, what happened in Delhi. But to be honest, I don't think it was Daljeet Singh's fault. I think they were trying to experiment, and one experiment went completely horribly wrong. Here's a man who's saying, that you want a rank bag, Turner, I'll make a dust bowl for you, but give it to me in writing. God forbid anything happens to the ICC where Eden Garden, has to face a ban. He can go out there, raise his hand and says, well, I had nothing to do with it, I got this in writing. That's not the case in scenario. At the end of the day, you are a curator of a state organization, of a test center under the umbrella of the BCCI. Now, BCCI represents your country. When you're playing a test match at home, you should be giving, what the captain demands in terms of looking at Team India's strength. That's why you're playing at home. And then you go and play away. So there's nothing too difficult about it. Now, if you want to say that I don't want to be part of the BCCI umbrella, I want to go and make a wicket as per my suitability so that, 500 runs are being made in every innings and the test match after 5 days gets in a draw in a time, in an era where test match cricket, a lot of less people are coming to watch, then who is going to benefit? You want to see results. That is why you're playing at home. And Dhoni is not asking for a dust bowl. So I completely back Mahendra Singh Dhoni and the BCCI. To be honest, Aditya, I think this is more than just one curator's problem. I'll tell you that.
Alright, Nikhil Chopra, they're coming out and saying that he backs Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and he has a point here. Why he says that is because this has become a personal attack as well, a personal war of egos. If you listen in to Parabir Mikherjee's comments, his, attack, if you will, against Mahendra Singh Dhoni, listen into that again and judge for yourself.
If India captain said, "Bhai, upar se chand le aake do," it will be given to him. You are paid for. You are in a contract. You are getting crores by the board to play good cricket on the day. Never said that they will be allowed with this. And every country has a good own different atmosphere. Then the pitch is a
well, the situation certainly going out of hand. Manogya Lohewal also with us. Manogya, these are personal attacks. If you listen to these comments, that the captain can't ask for the moon, you can't give it to him. He's earning crores for playing good cricket, not playing on rank turners. But it's not Parabir Mikherjee rather, and his job to decide what kind of wicket side India will be playing on. His job is to provide a good wicket, and of course keeping in line, which will give you home advantage.
Well, I would say it's an emotional outburst after a professional hurt. Parabir Mikherjee opens his mouth. He had promised us that he would speak whatever he wanted to after 30th of this November, because the pitch is now being handed over to the police forces and they will take it up for security. Perhaps nothing can be done on the pitch, and whatever has been done remains to be seen on whether the pitch is actually a rank turner or not. But whatever he has done is what majorly has happened to the pitch, and now the captain too will have to accept that with grace or whatever feeling he can. Because most importantly, whatever was expected has been done by Parabir Mikherjee, and Ashish Bhaumik is just overseeing it. Okay. And in a matter of a day, not much can be done to the pitch. And now depending on the weather conditions, now Dhoni will have to face the battle in Eden Garden against England. And I would also like to add to it on how the England team would be pursuing this matter, because they must have been watching on whatever is happening in Indian cricket, and that might also affect the strength of Indian team, and of course on the part of England team, who might just get stronger seeing a divided board and a divided team. The
important point Manogya is also making, because this is a high profile series, and certainly things like this impact players, their morale as well going into such a crucial match. But Sundar, I'm sure, will also point out that the Indian team on this occasion has presented a united front. They've come together. Gambhir also going out and backing his teammates, his captain as well. Sundar Ayyar, Manogya Lohewal, Nikhil Chopra as well. Thanks very much for joining us with your inputs on the story.